Afternoon and welcome to another episode of Stuart's Classic Bikes and Cars in the Philippines. Well, today it's raining again, which isn't a problem. It's not too hard, just a normal day here in the wet season in the Philippines. So what are we going to do today? Well, I wasn't going to come today because I was feeling a little bit lazy, but I've opened the workshop door and I'm just looking at what needs doing. So this is inside the boot, or the trunk as the Americans would call it, in the TR7. And this is the repair piece that I made on a previous episode. So the repair piece is ready for me to weld it in. So that's a little job waiting to be done. The Kawasaki HD3, I'm waiting for the aluminium sheet to come so I can finish off making the rear set brackets. I'm also waiting for the two bearings to come, the taper roller bearings for the steering head that go in here. We've got the new waterproof grease. I'm just waiting for the bearings to come, so that's another little job I'm waiting for. Now, this is my Honda NSR 250. Like I said to you in a previous workshop episode, it's got a broken bracket where the rear footrests go here. These have been bolted on, they're not correct. It should actually go on that bracket there, but it's broken off. So what I'm going to do tomorrow, if no bearings comes to play with this HD3, I'm going to start working on this. So what we have on the table here, this is a spare rear subframe that I bought for the NSR. It's complete. These are the brackets where it's broken on the NSR. Now this one's in fairly good condition. There's no brackets broken off it. It all appears to be in fairly good condition. So we'll give it a bit of a clean up tomorrow. And then we need to take this seat unit off, which is only held on by a few Allen screws. So we need to take the seat unit off. We need to take the exhaust mounting bolts out and take the back wheel cylinder, master cylinder off of the back brake. Then we should be able to unbolt the subframe. So that's a little job we're going to do tomorrow. Because I've had this bike for 5 years, and apart from riding it locally, I've never had it out for a proper ride. So I'm going to get it ready. I'm going to change the subframe, and then I'll go and get it. I'll blow the tyres up. I might even put some new tyres on it. And then we'll see about getting it tested and some insurance for it. Then we'll see about riding it. So that's a little job tomorrow. We're going to fit this subframe here. Now also on the TR7 I was looking at today, I've just been messing about and taking some measurements to see what material I need. If you look here on the TR7, this bracket here, that bracket and that bracket, I'm going to build a rotisserie. So I'm just looking to see what material I'm going to need to make a rotisserie. So I've made a drawing today, so that's another little job to do, is make a rotisserie and some brackets so I can turn this TR7 over. Well, I'm just messing about today. I think I'm going to go home. So that's where we are with the HD3, waiting for some aluminium for the back rear set mountings. The steering head's waiting for some bearings. The engine, I'm still doing some calculations to see what I'm going to do with it. I think I've decided with the engine, if we just look at this engine here, this is the engine of the HD3. Now I know this piston's no use. It's the wrong piston for the job, and the distance between the gudgeon pin to the outside of the piston here isn't what I want it to be for my tuning purposes. So what I've decided to do, looking on Shopee, I can buy a piston that's semi-finished, where the crown's not finished, the gudgeon pin's finished and the ring grooves are not put in. So I've just been checking today to make sure what size circlips and gudgeon pin I need. This piston pin is 16mm. So I know on Shopee, our local online buying platform, I can buy a piston, a complete blank piston, which hasn't got the dome machined and the ring grooves are not machined. So, but the only thing machined on it is the bottom here and the wrist pin centre. So I'm going to buy one of them, and then I will get it finished machined in a local machine shop. So that's what I've been doing today. I've just been checking a few measurements on this piston, and then when I get home I'm going to order this new semi-finished piston. Now this new piston I'm going to buy is a forged piston, which will be better for me for racing, as it's better quality and it will handle the higher revs of the engine better than this standard cast piston. Well, that's all for today, gentlemen and ladies. I hope you keep watching. I know it's not much of an episode today, but the rain's putting me off a little bit. So tomorrow I'm going to get back on this subframe and I'm going to put it on this NSR. So tomorrow's little job, we're going to fit the subframe on the NSR. So keep watching. See you tomorrow.